What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to episode 4 of our TBC Warrior Guides and Informational Videos. Been a really crazy week for me IRL, guys, so thanks for your patience with getting this one out. Hopefully everything levels out soon or soon enough, but let's just get right into it. Today what we want to talk about is gemming, enchanting, and the selection, the way you decide what you want to put in your gem slots, and what's likely going to be the best as you play through. At least in my opinion, I think there's a lot of bad information out there. Like, you find these guides that give you, no hit rating. They give you armor and stamina, and that's all they tell you to get. There's stamina, and great. Stamina is a great stat to have, but the problem is if that's the only stat you have, like I got an issue with that. Like, it doesn't feel to me that you're maximizing your character. The way that works is you need to have what I would describe as an effective health pool, and that means that your healers are able to keep you alive based on the amount of health that you have. Meaning, you're not going to get 1 hit or 2 hit or 3 hit by a mob, just boom, and you fall over dead. That does you no good. You have to have enough health to stay alive during the fight, but once you have enough health to stay alive during the fight and the healers can effectively keep you up without straining or, overworking them, that's all you need. You don't need to have 20,000 health. You don't need to have 15, 16, 7. Well, when you're all buffed up, you might have that much. But as it were, you don't need to have insane amounts of health to play the game effectively. And I actually think you're shortchanging yourself by only going for stamina and then just whatever random stats the armor happens to have. One of the reasons I say this is because you get a lot of value from your other stats. Now, if you notice here, you've been following the series, you see that my character has changed over a lot of my gear. I got a few more pieces this past week in raiding, so I've got my Warbringer helmet. I finally decided to put on the offset shoulders. I switched out my bracers, and I switched out a few other pieces here that I'm wearing and reconfigured the itemization that I use. And part of the reason I did that is because I was relying heavily on my tier 3 set for the extra 5% hit you get to your defensive abilities: Shield Slam, Devastate, Revenge, Sunder, those things. Not everybody has that opportunity because they didn't acquire the tier 3 set bonus before the end of Classic. But because I was gearing that way, that's the way I held my character's items. I finally got enough other pieces in Burning Crusade to switch those out, which has increased my health pool and it has increased my armor as well. But I just want to go over a couple of things here. I'm going to show you the enchants I have and the gems that I'm using and explain it as I go through. You look here, I have the Warbringer hand guards, and I put 15 agility. Agility gives you armor, it gives you dodge, it gives you crit. So it's going to give you defensive stats such as your dodge and your armor gain from it. It's also going to give you the crit, which is going to help with your threat. And that's in addition to what's already on the pieces, and that to me has value. Other people may put other things on there, but that's what I like about it. Now, if you go down here to the Crimson Girdle of the Indomitable, I switched this piece out a little while ago with my Dreadnought, and I put Strength gem in and Hit Rating gem in. The reason I put the Strength in is because I looked at the raw stats compared to Dreadnought, and I was like, oh, well, if I put in a Strength gem, that'll give me more Strength, and I'll have more stamina than I did with my Dreadnought belt. And in retrospect, I kind of actually wish I had put Agi in there when I'm looking at it now. I will change this at some point in the future, but you see there's a hit gem, okay? There's no need for me to not go for the set bonus because the gems I want, the hit rating and or agility strength, have they have the stats I want, and it gives me the set bonus, so, or the socket bonus, so why not? I mean, if you're hurting for a certain stat, if you're short on hit, if you're short on something else, you can forego the gem bonuses. But if you can get them, I recommend it. Why not? It's not hurting you when you're diversifying your stats in the way I'm doing, and you're getting a little bit more bonus. Now, if you look down here, I've done this similar thing. I have Sam Agility Enchant, I have 8 Agility Gem, and I have double hit rating. Hit rating is so important. You notice there I'm not quite at 9% with my extended character stats add-on, but I'm sitting at 8.5. That's pretty daggone close, and all the other gains I'm at right now, I think, have the value to do so. When I get the shield from Gruul's Lair, that'll up my hit rating. There's a few other little tweaks I can make that'll help me out with that as well as I progress through my gearing. But I felt that all the benefits outweighed that just partial percentage of hit that I'm going to lose there. The Battle Scar boots, again, I have a strength gem in here, which I'm going to switch to Agi when I can. Still going to maintain that set bonus or socket bonus, and I do have stamina in the blue slot there. Now these I just put on, and I have yet to find someone that has the cat speed to boots, which would give you agility and run speed. Again, favoring that agility because it's a stat that gives you more than just raw stamina. It gives you avoidance, it gives you crit, it gives you armor again. And the run speed, some people don't understand why run speed is so valuable. Run speed is very, very valuable because an example would be back in Molten Core days, or even if you look at like Void Zones or things like that on Nether Spite, it's your time spent accidentally or incidentally standing in fire. Maybe it hits you for 400 damage a tick, 400 damage, 400 damage, 400 damage. Now, if you're to move out of that fire one tick sooner because you run faster, so it'd be 400 damage, 400 damage. Now you don't get that third one. You've now saved yourself 400 incoming damage, which is way more than 12 stamina and way more than 12 agility is going to give you a benefit for. So getting out of the damage faster is better for you. As well, getting into position to either DPS or to tank or whatever it is, the task that you're going to do, the transition time being reduced by moving faster is a greater benefit to you than it is to have that extra stat on the boots. So run speed is your number one choice for that. I have nothing on the rings just because I can't. I even am doing a little throwback here. I'm still wearing my Stylines, and my DFT is another place I picked up a bunch of hit. But if you see this, I'm still maintaining my defense cap given all the new pieces that I've added on. I'm a favorite of this weapon. I always forget arrows. If you guys follow me on Twitch and you're watching videos, you see I'm running out of arrows left and right. So I'm keeping the stiletto to the end of forever. I love it. Just don't have to buy arrows. And it's okay. It's got hit rating on it. If I want a stat stick, I will still throw on my crossbow of Eminent Doom from AQ20, but that's something neither here nor there. You can also go for the Exalted Rep Bow with Thrallmar, which is one I've just kind of been waiting to pick up. It's got agility, it's got hit rating, and I think it's crit or AP. I can't remember offhand right now. Again, here, this is not a bad choice. I'm going for 9 stamina because it's 2 blue slots on the Crest of Shatar. It's something that is giving me the bonus, and it's good stats, and I don't need it necessarily for anything else. 18 stamina right now. Great option there. We have Mongoose. That's a given. Everybody knows that's the best weapon enchant you're going to get. I didn't get these enchanted because I just swapped them over right before I started recording this video, and I did put an 8 hit rating gem on, and that boosted me up from it was 7 and change to a little over 8, and I'm very happy with that. Once I get the enchant of either 4 stats or 12 stamina to the bracer here, that's going to be a solid upgrade from the Dreadnought piece I was wearing. We're still going to go Dreadnought. We got 4 stats. I haven't upgraded to 6 because I haven't changed out the chest plate, but I would go 6 stats again for the same benefit. You're not just going stamina. You're getting value from those other stats as well. The Cloak here, I did not need to go with defense because I am over defense cap, and I actually had to swap pieces around to take defense off to get more hit rating and keep my other stats up where I want them. So 12 agility makes sense, same reason. I went with the Aldor shoulder enchant. It gives you dodge rating and defense. Again, defense is very easy to come by when you start getting pieces, so the dodge rating being higher gives you great value there. If you look, you see the same pattern following the Agi hit rating. Getting the set bonus for the gems there is great to me. I have here the Barb Choker Discipline, and that is a nice stamina, defense, dodge. If I need to swap around some pieces, I did opt to purchase the badge, the vendor badge neck piece, which gives you an extra 18 hit rating. So if you got to switch a few things around for whatever reason that might be, that's a great option to pick up some more hit rating. And again, if you're short on defense, you can enchant your Cloak with defense rating, you can enchant your Bracer with defense rating, and that'll help bump that up a little bit and allow you to change some of the pieces that are coming in or that you're using. I went here, you see, I also have to have a few of those blue gems for my meta gem, which is 18 stam, 5% stun resist, another great option. The one that gives you block value and whatnot is in the game, not available in the game yet. And I have here my yellow gem, 8 hit rating. I have, 34 attack power, 16 hit rating, which comes from the Cenarian Expedition Exalted. You can just purchase that. That's about 80 gold. And you get a little bit of socket bonus as well for block rating. Now, if you look at this, I always value, once you have your minimums, right? You have your hit rating and you have your defense cap. Those are two things you want to shoot for. You have enough effective health as far as your gearing so that you're not dying and not straining the healers to stay alive. It's going to bolster your armor. It's going to bolster your dodge. It's going to bolster your crit a little bit. And all those things have value in your threat, because if you watch the previous videos, you can generate threat and maximize your rotation to do that. So you're going to be using your optimal skills in an optimal way. But once you optimize that, the only way to increase the damage, the threat that you generate, is by increasing the damage that you generate. And the crit will do that, the attack power will do that, and that's going to be the way to increase your threat. So keeping your hit up, keeping your ability to crit up, keeping those things up has value. Now, I also always value raw stats over the attack power or things of that nature, crit rating. I value the agility over the crit rating. I value the strength over the attack power. And the reason being is, if you have King's buff, all those stats increase because they're raw stats. A couple of things to think about while you're gearing up and while you're itemizing. Maintain that hit rating as best you can. If you have to dip a little below, you have to dip a little below. Try to do the best you can with that defense cap. Make a little balance between your hit rating and your defense cap, and do the best you can with the items that you have, and just strive to do those things. This is how I would recommend to enchant and gear your character out as far as your gems go. And if you have to forego the socket bonuses to get that defense, get that hit cap, you got to do what you got to do. And then you can always reallocate those gems later, or as you get more items, you can change around what you have equipped when, and circumstantially, you don't need as much hit rating for trash mobs. At level 70 elites, you only need that, I think it's 5% if I'm remembering correctly, to not miss on those. But for the level 73 or boss mobs, you need to have that 9%, and that'll make it so that you don't miss with your styled attacks. Keep that in mind, guys and gals. Good luck out there in the tanking world. If you have any questions about it, feel free to drop those below in the comments section. And if you would like to talk with us live when we get back onto our regular schedule, hopefully soon over on Twitch, check us out, Docken_TV. There'll be links to that down in the description below. And as always, until next time, have a good one, and we'll see you.